over here in America. You're over there in England. So tell me about yourself.
Not really much to tell. I'm just a mum of four. Well, yeah, a mum of four. But obviously Skyla Rae sadly lost a battle with Sanfilippo not long ago. Start of 2023, she contracted RSV, a few other little viruses, and from there she just deteriorated fast. So she kept going into hospitals with different viruses. She had 4 cardiac arrests month after month. She had a respiratory arrest. Actually had to do CPR at home, and by the time the paramedics come, she was laughing. And we just performed CPR on her, and within an hour she was laughing. She never let anything get her down, but she got to the point, she contracted a few viruses just before Christmas, and what she just had enough of fighting, and you could see it in her. Like she'd had enough. There's only so much a little body could take. She let me know that she'd had enough. She let me know it was her time.
Tell me about the service, your funeral came like a beautiful celebration of life, really, what you guys are doing.
I didn't want to mourn my daughter. I wanted to celebrate her life. She was the biggest party animal I've ever known. So, and I know she wouldn't want us all to be sat there crying and upset. So we had the horses, we had the princess coffin, we had the princesses walking her to the crematorium, the doves. It was just amazing. Everything and more that she deserved.
Did other people sort of plan this for you or what?
No, so when I got the diagnosis for Skyla 4 years now, I actually went and planned her funeral just so I was prepared for this time, because it's not something I wanted to be doing after losing her. So I actually planned it like 4 years ago.
What have commotions been over the last few weeks?
Skylar always bounces back. We've been told a few times to prepare for the worst for Skylar, and she always bounced back. And when I got told she was on end of life, I could see that she was deteriorating fast and she was actively dying, but none of my professionals would admit that. And they kept saying, but this is Skylar, this could happen. And it got to the point I was caring for her for 2 weeks on end of life on my own with no on call, nurses, no support. We was up till 3 a.m. in the morning, having paramedics coming out, on call GPs. It got to the point where I had to actually inject her with midazolam myself because I didn't have the nurses on call. It was a very hard 2 weeks, and I just got to the point and said, look, you need to take her to the hospice now. Like, she's not improving. She's getting worse. I couldn't be her mum. I was being a carer and a nurse, and I didn't get the chance to be a mum. But for 4 days in the hospice, I was mum. It was the best feeling in the world. Smile, like a smile just gets you through things. Like, she just wasn't afraid of anything, and if anything, she's got me through the past 3 years, if anything.
How has the rest of your family has it been over the last couple of weeks?
They're very sad. They keep saying, "Can we go see Skylar in heaven?" And can we go and like ring her? Can we see her? And daughter, she's only 4. She carries around a little see-through rock, and she says Skylar's inside that, mum. She's going to protect me. And my eldest, he's been through it all with me. Like, he's watched her deteriorate. He's watched everything, and he's struggling, but he's trying to keep a smile on for me. We're all sad and we're all shocked. She's left a massive hole.
Your goal is to really raise awareness about newborn screening. Is that a cause you're looking to take up there, and how can we help
Yes.
you to get that word out?
So obviously when Skylar's been in hospital, nurses, doctors have said to me, what is this condition? Now, as a mother trying to fight for my child that's dying, it's not something I need to be explaining to doctors, paramedics, and there's just not enough awareness of the disease. And like, you see children being diagnosed at a late time, and they're too old for the trials. And it's not going to change the prognosis, but it'll give them more time. I mean, I had 3 years knowing that Skyla had Sanfilippo, and I didn't even get time to process the diagnosis because of the amount of times in hospital, how fast she deteriorated, and she just got taken. Like, it just happened. Like, it was like, wow, she's just gone. And I just believe it's a simple urine sample. It's nothing invasive. It's nothing that's going to upset the baby. And it should just be made as a screening, as everything else is. I know it's rare, but look at me, I'd never expected that my child would have a terminal illness, but there you go, she did. So if that testing can just save at least one family the heartache of knowing at 5 years old, 6 year old, 7 year old that your child's going to die, it gives them chance to have treatments and
Hmm.
trials and everything else.
Yeah.
And I just feel that it just needs to be done. So I've
Petition.
done a petition, so I just need signatures and signatures and
Hmm.
signatures till we're heard. But
Okay.
I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna look into how to make it more than just signatures. You know what I mean? I don't really know how I'd go about all of it, but I'm gonna try and find out. It's gonna be my mission anyway. I am gonna
Hmm.
get it listened to and heard. Like I did with
Hmm.
Skylar, I fought every minute of every day for that girl, and I'm still gonna be fighting for her no matter what.
Hmm.
And all the other children in the future
Yeah.
that are going to be diagnosed with any type of MPS. They're all just as bad as each other, and it's not just Sanfilippo. There's like 7 different types. So I just feel that it needs to be recognised
Yeah.
more as well, and even learn and discussed as your training when you become a
Hmm.
nurse, because the hospitals didn't have a clue with Skylar good enough at all. And nurses did come out to see me after she passed away. And I told them, I said, you know, you failed her. You failed her medically. I'm not going to lie. You didn't listen to me. You thought you all know better because you've got a PhD. But us Sanfilippo mums and MPS mums and dads, we know our child and they're not there every day. They take a glimpse at the
Hmm.
life and they've read a book, but every child's different. Not
Right.
one child is the same.
I really admire your forward-looking, pay it forward mindset that you have now. And I know that's kind of a contagious thing almost in Sanfilippo world. You can use this platform here, the Sanfilippo project, as a
Yeah.
platform for you to share as you go, or even to connect with other people, other families that
Yeah.
you want to help share their story.
No, I
I also
appreciate
want
it.
to turn it to you and let you tell me anything you want the world to hear about your daughter or about your journey.
Just how amazing she was, and how she never ever complained of anything. She suffered and suffered, and she never complained once. It's like I always say to people, don't complain to me about the little things in life. Be grateful for what you've
Yeah.
got. She had such an amazing life, and she never once
Hmm.
complained. The world was her oyster, and this
Hmm.
disease just took it from her.